We have two actors in one taxi. Does this make a compelling movie? Let's find out. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing Daddio. What does that even mean, actually, now when I think about it? Daddio meaning. Because I'm an idiot. It means a hip variant of dad or daddy. Okay, interesting title for this movie. I understand where it goes, but I bet you going into it, you don't really know until you understand what Sean Penn and Dakota Johnson are talking about. And that is what this movie's about. Sean Penn, taxi driver, his last fare of the night, and it's Dakota Johnson. And she's coming from JFK, and she wants to go to between like 9th and 11th Street or 9th and 14th Street. I don't know. I'm not from New York, but now we are doing an hour and a half. Why did a light just randomly go on in my room? Anyway, hour and a half taxi ride, and we're going to discuss his personal life, his past marriages, her personal life, and what is she doing with other people in her life. So, did I like this film? Abso-freaking-lutely. Right now, this is a top 10 movie. The film for me, it is smart, it is witty, has some good comedic elements to it, and has some interesting, just human flaws in the best way possible. Because going into this, she's done some bad shit. He's done some bad shit, and he's trying to tell her, look, if you do this, it is not going to go good. This is not really what you want to do. And she says some stuff that's like, hey, how dare you say that to me? And it's just like fascinating about the bickering back and forth of, you know, what generation do you listen to? Do you listen to your gut, your emotions, or do you listen to a person that is saying, don't do this, it's not what you think it is, and it's not going to go down the lanes you want it to. And there are just interesting tension dialogues with a cell phone. That's all I'm going to say, because you have no idea what this person on the other line is going to say and what Dakota Johnson is going to say. Because let's just say, Daddio, hint, something on that text. And there's some graphic nudity in that text as well. But there's something interesting about some metaphors in this movie. Especially one with a fender bender, and it's not really a fender bender. Because now they're stuck in traffic, and this is the whole dynamic that's in traffic, where Sean Penn and Dakota Johnson are talking about this Daddio situation of like, look, this is not what you think it is. You use the L word, etc., etc. Because I don't want to spoil this movie that much. But then when they leave this accident scene, Sean Penn goes, this is not really a fender bender. And that is a metaphor with people's lives, where you think you're stuck in traffic and you think, oh, what I'm doing is only a fender bender. I'm really doing it for myself. It's not injuring anyone else. But when you look at the actual aftermath of what is occurring and what you're doing and what the consequences can be, it's not a fender bender. The car is upside down. People are seriously injured or death is going to occur. And okay, that doesn't mean what Dakota Johnson's character is doing is going to lead to someone's death, but it could lead to some hardship. It could lead to breaking people apart, etc., etc. Man, though, but there is some dialogue in this moment where, with the phone, and I'm just thinking, do dudes really talk like that? I've never in my wildest dreams thought I would or should or ever talk like that, and I don't think I ever will until the day I die. It's just not my personality. I'm just like, damn, people are just that open-ended. Sure, why not? But seriously, you might think, okay, what about the technical crafts, Chase? What about, okay, the technical crafts, you're in a taxi, so don't expect anything dynamic. What this is really about is the acting of Sean Penn, the acting of Dakota Johnson, and the writer-director, which is her first film. Watch out for her. She's fantastic. And because of that, what is her name? Because I don't want to be that rude person where I talk about her movie and don't mention her. Christy Hall. So, fantastically directed and fantastically written by her. Any negatives? You could say you could feel pacing, but only for maybe 5 minutes. It is nothing like, okay, because there are some elements of like them being quiet in the taxi, and you're just like, okay, well, when is the dialogue going to continue on? Which is fine, because when you're on an Uber, a Lyft, or a taxi, there are those awkward moments of silence. So you might be like, huh, there needs to be dialogue, but doesn't need to be dialogue. But pacing issue, I mean, I kind of wish, I guess Dakota Johnson doesn't learn her lesson, and that's kind of a bummer for me, because I want someone to learn the lessons and realize maybe I'm fucking up, and she kind of gets the easy way out with her trip in Oklahoma, and you're just like, I feel like she doesn't learn her lesson, and she doesn't. Overall, I don't think she does. But overall, Daddio, it's a fantastically written film, acted film. This is Dakota Johnson at her finest. Sean Penn, best since Mystic River, in my opinion, even though I haven't seen Asphalt City. But Christy Hall, watch out for her, because this movie is a Daddio banger. So Daddio will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futon. It goes at 90%. So let's see the critics' news scores gave this one. Critics, 79% with 73 of them. Audience scores, 74% with fewer than 50. Critic consensus, a ruminative chamber piece on wheels. Daddio feels expensive thanks to Dakota Johnson and Sean Penn's compelling rapport. Expansive. I said expensive. Idiot! I'm an idiot! 79, 74, 90. Chase Slack here, the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing, Futontopia. You Blue Futon Snake. Watch a great down. Watch Tate tomorrow, week from a month, or a year from every single freaking one of you. And yeah, 2 actors in a taxi.